Good morning, students. We are studying lesson 2 of political science, class 10th, federalism, and I am Anita Sehgal explaining this lesson. We have discussed definition of federalism, that there is found government at more than one level. Then we discussed the features of federalism, that jurisdiction of each level is specified in the constitution. Then we discussed difference between unitary and federal government. In federal government, government cannot give order to the state government. Then we discussed two roots of federalism: coming together federalism and holding together federalism. That holding together federalism is found in India. Then we said that in India there is found federalism. We have three lists: union list, state list, concurrent list, residuary powers, and we have very rigid constitution which can be changed only by the two-third majority of both the houses of parliament. Then we said that in India there are some union territories also. That is an area which is neither too large to become independent state, neither too small to become and to merge with another state. Then we described how federalism is practiced in India. We have made states on the basis of language. Then we have given to the country a language policy in which English and Hindi both were declared as the official language. Then we have described the center-state relationship. Now, after the coalition governments were being made in the country, center-state relations have been improving. Now, we discussed about the jurisdiction and coalition government. It is a government formed by coming together of at least two political parties, usually partners in a coalition, form a political alliance and adopt a common program. We have told that in India there are two main alliances, NDA and UPA. Then we have started discussing decentralization in India, that after 1990 then states below states there came the local government, and local government is also given some powers. Now I will explain you decentralization before and after 1992. Before 1992, panchayats in the villages and municipalities in the urban areas were set up in all the states, but these were directly under the control of state governments. Elections in these local bodies were not held regularly. Local governments did not have any powers or resources of their own. But after 1992, an act was passed. In 1992, it gave major powers to the local government, and decentralization came to India in real sense. A major step towards decentralization was taken in 1992. The constitution was amended to make the third tier of democracy more powerful and effective. Now it is constitutionally mandatory to hold regular elections to the local government bodies. Seats are reserved in these elected bodies for institutions of SC, ST and OBCs. At least one-third seats are reserved for women in the local bodies. State Election Commission has been created in each state to conduct panchayat and municipality elections. The state governments are required to share some powers and revenue with the local bodies. Thank you and have a nice day.